Alright, we are back. The map is going to be Foxtrot Labs, and this is TVZ spawning in the bottom left location. It's going to be Complain from Team Cascade, playing as the Green Terran player. His opponent playing for Team My Insanity, Reynor, the Blue Zerg player. I'm really interested to see how this battle goes. Now I have to say these spawn positions, one of only two possible ones, are the less retarded spawn positions on this map because no gold base involved. And I like these positions a little bit better. The Zerg player can naturally take this as his third base if he can manage to break these rocks down on time. Or you can kind of try and take this base as your third. Of course, everything is harassable. And if you take this as your third, you gotta be prepared to defend multiple drops, just like this, between your third and the main base. If you take this as your third, of course, it's harassable. Every third on this map, actually, is can be harassed very heavily. So as a Zerg player, you kind of have to keep that in mind. Also, creep spread is very important between these bases. They're very widely spread out, as you can see. So aggressive Terran strategies on this map are quite good. On the flip side, though, well, maybe not so in these positions. This is pretty defendable for a Terran player. I mean, with the wall off, you can wall off over here. It's a ways away from your natural, so if these rocks get broken down, it opens up an additional attack path with which the Zerg player can do run-bys with, or if you go for a roach type of bust off of two bases, and that's definitely a possibility. Whereas in the other spawn positions, imagine this one, it takes a very long time to build a wall over here. So, oh wow! All right, so a Reaper opening, followed up with a bunker at the natural of Reynor. Reynor did, I think, get a gas before the pool, or was I not looking? I think he did. I think he did get a gas before pool. No? No, it was a pool before gas. He doesn't really have that much gas just yet. But definitely a nice opening from Complain. Maybe he's trying. Maybe he's going to. Yeah, definitely. Here's the Reaper trying to do what he can. And with this opening, you force a little bit more lings out than otherwise the Zerg player might have been willing to make, but good micro here from Reynor. Lost 0 drones so far and did get that Reaper, which will make defending this bunker a lot easier. And don't actually, just one ling. He only got one ling for his troubles. Of course, he did force out those lings instead of drones, so what could have been 28 drones to 21 is only 21 to 21. Or, well, maybe not 28, but definitely 24 to 26 drones could have been there if the bunker had not been built over there. Complain going to follow this up with Hellions. Surprise. Of course he's going to follow this up with Hellions. And a third CC, so definitely having the longer game in mind. Reynor should not be losing lings like this. That's one thing. 6 lings pretty much for free. But once the creep is extended all the way over here, it's going to be just fine. Now, ling speed is finished, so those Reapers will have to go back. Complain and knows his timings by the looks of it. And Reynor is going for a slower third base. Usually you see Zerg players taking that third 1 minute earlier, or at least 30 seconds earlier. So definitely Complain slowing down Reynor in more than one respect, and he's getting a good run-by into the natural base, denying that from mining. Complain will have to wait for the additional 2 Hellions to finish before he can retake the Nat. Reynor did see a tech lab up there, but he does not know exactly. Oh, now! Oh, now he knows. That was a mistake from Complaint, because those could have been barracks researching stim. But now Reynor knows it's going to be Banshees. He starts his lair immediately and should be getting spore crawlers in about 30 seconds, or maybe make it now, in order for him not to take any damage from the Banshees. Still maintaining map control with those speedlings, but very nicely done, the scouting. I mean, he's going to go into roaches immediately. He knows there are going to be a lot more Hellions from where these 4 came from, because he didn't see any upgrades being researched in terms of infantry. And trying to get up the ramp, not being very successful. And he does see the second tech lab working as well, so these are huge bits of hugely important bits of information for Reynor, because right now he knows, okay, it's not going to be mech. You're just going to get the cloak and be an annoying pain in the ass, basically. And afterwards you're going to transition into bio. Great. So actually I don't need to produce very many roaches. I'll just get enough roaches so that I can defend, and then I'll just stop producing roaches and go back into speedling bailing. Unless he just kind of wants to commit into Roach Hydra, that's also an option, but that composition it's only viable up until a certain point in the game against the bio units of the Terran player. Banshee getting 2 kills and is being taken down. Now, I don't know what to think about this roach attack. I can't say that I really agree with that, because there are Banshees in the air, so this is always going to be holdable. These Banshees are going to contribute so much to the DPS of these Marines, but at the same time, Reynor is actually catching Complaint in a transitional period, in a transitional point from the mech opener into the bio mid game. These barracks are not yet down, so actually a lot of SCVs will go down here before those roaches are killed off by the Banshee. So far, 9 SCVs have been killed, a pretty good number. Usually you don't get as many as that with a very simple roach attack. And here comes the speedling follow-up, going to try and deny the third base, no doubt, or maybe even gut the natural slightly more. And oh my goodness, all those Marines are being taken out. A lot of damage being done all across the board by Reynor. Is he going to commit to this? He's got 1-1 melee and carapace upgrades on the way, Spire on the way, Bangingness on the way. Oh my goodness, Complaint's natural is just being ripped apart here, as well as the third base. 28 SCVs have gone down. It's 73 drones to 41 SCVs. This is going to slow down Complaint so much. His barracks have not even finished. How is he going to defend the third base against, against the follow-up that is surely to come, when he only has like 5 Marines, a Marauder, 2 medevacs? What? And that Bending Nest is done, so Reynor can, I believe he can actually close out the game right now. He's taking a 4th base. All he needs is a couple of Bailings. There's not that many Marines out on the ground. And not that many Hellions to boot, so wow, he's actually taking this out entirely with no Banelings whatsoever, and still killing SCVs. Going to force a liftoff on this command center once more. And that one may even burn down. So I don't think Reynor will allow an SCV to go near it. Maybe he will. Go back, try to finish that off. Oh! Oh! That was so close! Is it going to burn down? No, it's not. 2 SCVs are on it repairing, but here come the reinforcements, the Bailings, the Muralists. 7 Marines versus this many Muralists. How on earth Complain is in so much trouble right now, still desperately trying to keep this third base alive, but the mutas can now safely fly into the main base. There are no missile turrets over here. If he starts camping the production of the Terran player, I think Complain is almost never going to recover from this. His production is finally kicking in. He does have those reactors finished. So these mutalisks, you know, they missed their chance of opportunity, but Reynor, wow, so aggressively pushing almost non-stop into Complain's positions. The missile turrets are down, but at this point I don't know if I think the mutalisks can actually one-shot those or two-shot those missile turrets right now. Wow, look at Reynor. This is just such a non-stop aggression coming out of the My Insanity player. Very high level of play. That being said, though, he's starting to lose the advantage he's had a little bit. A lot of those mutalisks have been taken out. 9 mutas have gone down. So he has to rebuild those. And he's having problems spending all of his minerals because... Do we have a macro hatchery somewhere? No, we don't. And now he realizes that, hey, my minerals are a little bit too high. Better get a couple of macro hatches. 46 SCVs to 74 drones, but 3 CCs, so a lot of mules available to the Cascade Terran. I think Complain maybe nah. That command center finally have gone down. I was just about to say that Reynor may be, Complain may be starting to stabilize, but no, I could not have been further away from the truth. And there's more where that came from. Reynor up by 50 supply on the Terran player, and I think Complain realizes right now that he has to move out. He forgoes his 2-2 upgrades. He starts to build Hellions as well. I mean, this is going to be a do-or-die situation for Complain right now. He can get back into the game with this, or just try it, not succeed, and then GG. And Reynor already setting up concaves. Nice work with that Banshee, trying to snipe as many banelings as possible. Fighting off creep, another advantage for the Terran player. Oh, that was a huge hit on those banelings. But I still think that Reynor has more than enough here. Still enough banelings to finish off these Marines, and more are coming in. The Mutalisks have been untouched for the most part. And Complain knows that this is his last stand. GG gets called, and Reynor takes the game in a very fun fashion.